Good morning, everybody. It is the 18th of June today. It is your theme Thursday. I hope you're having a very nice morning so far. Bit of rain out there, kind of need it. Bit chilled out, bit cooler though, so it's all good. Anyway, I'm going to witter just for a few minutes just to let everyone turn up and say hello. When you turn up, just say hello in the comments below. It's really good. So I'm going to witter. My name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving, and as always, we are here to help people with mobility issues, whether they have a disability, whether they have a medical condition, an injury, in rehab, something like that. We're here to help people get moving, keep moving, get stronger, fitter, healthier, better. Just all round better. Get your day started quite nicely. When we start moving in the morning, things just work better throughout the day. We feel a little bit more alive, we're able to move a bit more, the stiffness goes, all that kind of stuff. So every weekday we're here at 11 o'clock in the morning to help people get moving and get their day started. Usual things, up above there we've got the link to the website. If you are unsure what Get Moving is, or who I am, or what we do, or anything like that, there's the link up to the website up there. Click on that and it tells you all about it, everything you need to know. Down there is the share button. Please share this with as many groups and people's associations, everything you can think of. The more people we can get this video out to, or get these exercises out to, the more people we can help, and I think that's going to make the world a better place. So that's always a good thing. So today is your theme Thursday. I don't know what to do on a Thursday, so I've passed it over to you, and I've asked you to come up with a theme of what we're going to be doing today. And someone asked today about intervals and stuff like that, and so I kind of skewed it slightly to the phrase that I use a lot. If you've known me for a while, you've almost certainly heard me say this: the second time is always better than the first time, because it's true. Just is. And so that's going to be the theme of today. Why is the second time better than the first time, and how can we make the second time even better still compared to the first time? So we're going to do all the same exercises, all exactly the same, nothing new, nothing different. We're just going to do it in a slightly different way. We're going to do them in a couple of intervals. So for every exercise, we're going to do, instead of 20 repetitions, we're going to do 20 seconds of every exercise. Bit of a pause and a chance to think about how it went. We're going to give ourselves the time to just think how it went, what worked, what didn't work, how can we fix it, how can we make it better, how can we deliberately make sure the second time is better. We'll do it for 20 seconds, have a think, and then do it again. So the first one, I've written it down here, the first time it's to gain experience. It's just to get the feel of it, get things going and go, oh yeah, this is it, this is what we're doing. Get the body a chance to give it a go, and as I say, to gain experience from it. Short little period in the middle there, think about it, and the second time we do it, second time is always better, we're going to repeat it with all those improvements that we have thought of. Now everyone's going to be unique. Sometimes the improvements might be to shift the balance slightly, or to shift our seating slightly, or to move our arms slightly, or something like that. We're all going to be unique, we're all going to have our own unique ways of making that second time better, but we're going to deliberately redraft it and make sure the second time is always better. Another thing you often hear me say is frequency is key. Doing things often is important, and this is why. Because we do something, then we have a chance to reflect on it, to debrief on it, to think about it and redraft it, and then we do it again a little bit better. If we just do it all in one big botch, then we don't get that chance to stop, think, improve. And that's why frequency is the key thing here. We do it, we think about it, redraft it, and do it again better. So it all ties in. Second time is always better than the first time. It ties in with the more often we do it, the better. Frequency is key. That's why I keep banging on about how making sure we do these things as often as we can. Anyway, having said that, that's what we're going to do. I've got my timer. It is set for 20 seconds. So we're going to do all exercises for 20 seconds. You're going to have a little chance then to think about how you can improve on it, and we're going to do it again for 20 seconds. All these exercises are suitable for pretty much everybody. If you are seated, if you are standing, it's all okay. We can still do these exercises. First one, if you are seated, we're going to do the marching on the spot. So we're going to get our knees up like so, waking up the hips and getting things moving. If we're standing, we're going to do the same thing, but standing, marching on the spot. Okay? You do whatever you can do. Remember, it's only going to be for 20 seconds, okay? Think about what you're doing. Be aware of what you're doing, because we're going to do it again a little bit better straight afterwards, okay? Marching on the spot for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're marching on the spot, we're getting these nice and high. So you have a think now, what is happening with you now? What's difficult about it? What's easy about it? What are you doing and how can you make it better? Maybe putting your foot in a different place and make it easier. Maybe shifting your balance and make it a bit easier. And that's 20 seconds. So have a think about what you just done. How can you personally make this next one a little bit better? Okay, we're going to go again. You put the test in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, you're getting your knees higher. It might be you're shifting your central gravity from side to side better. It might be you're putting your feet in a different place. It could be any number of things, but this time you are deliberately going to make the second time better than the first time. And that's 20 seconds there. Well done. So we're going to do that format with all the exercises now, okay? We're going to do it once. You think about what you're doing, what the strengths are, what the weaknesses are. We'll do it again a little bit better. The next one, shoulder rolls. So easier version is make it a smaller move, but you can make it a bit bigger, or a bit bigger. Again, 20 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, you have a look at yourself, feel what you're doing, and figure out, oh, this is easy, this is hard, this clunks a bit here, whatever. How can I make this a bigger move? How can I get the shoulders involved more? And that's 20 seconds there. So have a think. We're going to do the same thing again now in a sec now. How can you personally make the second time a bit better than the first one? Bigger, more shoulders, whatever. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. So for me, I am going to make sure that I am really sat tall, my chest is stuck out, and I am pinning my shoulder blades back. That's what I am going to do when I do these things. This is how I redraft this move. I feel my shoulder blades pinching back together down through the back half of the move there. But as I say, you make yours better in the way you can. That's our time. So moving on to knee bends. If you're seated, you're going to kick your feet out like so. Again, the knee bends, knee straightens out like that, using the muscles there, and the same on the other side. If you're standing, kicking your heels up, nice and high up towards the bum. You have a go, gain experience on this first round, and have a think, how are you going to make the second round a bit better? Get ready in 3, 2, 1, off we go. 20 seconds of either heels up or feet out. We want to think of ways that we can use the muscles more. Can we get the feet a bit higher? Can we kick the leg out a bit further? How can we make this move a bit better? Last 20 seconds. Okay, have a think. We're going to go again in a sec now. What are you going to do to make that move a little bit better? For me personally, I'm going to hold my heel up there for a second or so, just to hold it up there for a bit longer. That's what I'm going to do. You do whatever you're going to do. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you make the second round now a little bit better than the first round. And say for me, keeping this heel up now is making me use these muscles in the back of my leg that little bit more. If you're seated, you might be holding it out for a second, making the front muscles work a bit more. You do whatever you need to do. There we go, that's 20 seconds. So we're making sure that second round is a little bit better than the first one. Deliberately, not just hoping it's going to be better. We are making it better. What have we got next? Twisting. So, seated or standing, your choice which. Folding your arms, twisting one way, twisting the other way. Now repeating again for 20 seconds. First go, gain experience, have a think how you can make it a bigger, stronger, better move, and we'll do it again. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. A big twist one way, big twist the other way. So maybe you're thinking about how far forwards the shoulders come, how far round the chest can go, how much you can use your, or you can feel your stomach muscles working. It can be any of these things. That's 20 seconds there. So pause, have a think. How can you make the second round that little bit better? In 3, 2, 1, off you go. So we're getting some deliberate practice here, not just relying on just repetition. It's repetition plus thought plus deliberate improvement. And we've got good brains and we can make things really good. There we go, that's our time. Well done. Double tap. If we are seated, the knee raise comes up twice, and then the other side twice. Again, nice big moves. An option could be, a common thing if you're seated when we do this move is, we don't want to be sat back against the backrest. We want to be sat forwards away from the backrest. A common move when we do this when we're seated is we kind of slump back. Maybe you're thinking, I am not going to slump back. I'm going to stay tall and get the knee up. That could be what you're thinking. I don't know. If you're standing, balancing, again, a double tap. A double tap. 20 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. A double tap. How long can you stay standing on one foot? Can you feel your balance shifting one way all the time? Or shift it moving the other way all the time? Do you constantly fall in one direction? Is one side better than the other? That's 20 seconds there. So have a think. How are you going to make the second go a bit better? Again, everyone's going to be unique. You're going to have your own way of doing it. It could be balance, it could be height, it could be one side, whatever. But we're going to go again in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So for me, I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do a triple. This is how I'm going to make it tougher, harder. This is how I'm going to push myself a bit more. I'm balancing on one foot a little bit longer by doing a triple. But you figure out how you're going to improve that second go. And that's 20 seconds. Fantastic. Okay, side bends. Definitely one arm going, again, this can be done seated or standing, your choice. Definitely one arm goes down on the other side. If we can, other arm comes up and over. So first round, we'll get experience, feel how it goes, feel what's easy, what's hard about it. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice big stretch one way or the other. No, one way and the other, rather, that's better. Nice big stretches. We're learning what we can do, what we have difficulty doing. And that's 20 seconds. Okay, we stop. We have a think. It could be maybe this hand can go down further. Maybe we can make it a bigger move. Maybe it could be the arm going over the top instead of just floating there, can reach a bit more. A common one also is people tend to sometimes lean forwards when we do this instead of staying nice and tall. You decide. We're going to do it again. We're going to make it a bit better in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. For me, I'm going to make sure this arm is way back behind my head. I'm going to stay as tall as I can and not let myself slouch forwards. You do whatever you think you need to do to make it better. We analyze ourselves. And that's our time. Squats or sit stands. Again, as many as you can do in the 20 seconds. Quality of this move. If you're seated, shift your bum to the front of the seat. Tuck your feet under. Get your body weight forwards and stand tall. And then under control, you sit back down again. Okay. If we're standing, squats, feet apart, feet flat, squat down and stand back up again. First go, gain experience and figure out how you're going to fix it, and then we'll fix it. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Squatting down, standing up, all the way. And repeat just as many times as you are happy with to gain experience and learn what you have trouble with, what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and how we can fix it in the second go. Okay, that's 20 seconds. So common things here tend to be things like the feet coming up, or the heels rather, coming up off the floor, or not sitting the bum back, or only doing a tiny move. You decide what you think you can do better. We're going to do it now. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. For me, I'm going to make sure I'm in a solid position at the bottom here, and I'm not just collapsing. I'm going to make sure I'm nice and strong at the bottom, and I'm not just being crushed by gravity. That's what I'm going to do. But you figure out how you can make yourself better. That's 20 seconds. Ankle mobility and tightrope walking. If you're seated, big ankle moves. Heel touch the floor, toes touch the floor. Same on both sides, okay? You've got 20 seconds to figure out, is one side better than the other? Is one ankle bendier than the other? Does one ankle go better in one direction compared to the other direction? You figure out your strengths, your weaknesses. Balancers, we're balancing. Tightrope walking along the back of a sofa if you want, heel toe, heel toe. You figure out, are we falling one way more than the other, whatever. 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So if you figure out what your weaknesses are. Is it balance? Is it ankle mobility? Is it confidence? Is it always looking down at your feet all the time? What is it? And that's 20 seconds. So we're going to go back to the start again. In your own time, just go back to the start, and we're going to do the same thing again. Okay? You know what you're going to do better this time. And we're going to go again in 3, 2, 1, and off you go. You do it better this time. Maybe make sure it's a bigger ankle movement there. If you're always toppling one direction, maybe stick the other arm out to help counterbalance it. If you're just lacking confidence, maybe it's just thinking, right, I'm going to do this really well. I'm just doing it with confidence. But you decide what's best for you. That is our 20 seconds. Okay. I'm going to quickly adjust my my timer, because I'm not doing 20 seconds of fast feet. I'll die. So it's fast feet time. Seated, running on the spot. Get your feet up and down. Really, really quick like that, okay? Nice and quick. If we're standing, running on spot like that, really, really quick. You figure out what your weaknesses are, what do you have trouble with, and we'll fix it on the second go. 10 seconds only for this one. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So nice and quick. Up and down, up and down, up and down. There we go, that's our 10 seconds. So we're going to do that again. You figure out what you have trouble with. Someone's mentioned in the past, when it comes to this, is they can't get up to speed quickly. They have to start slow and then build up. That's something that someone's had a problem with in the past. That could be something you work on now. For me, I find myself, I always seem to travel diagonally backwards to my right. I don't know why, but now I'm going to try and make sure I don't. You figure out how you can make this one better. 10 seconds again. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Nice quick feet. I'm going to try not to go diagonally backwards. Doing okay so far. Time. Nicely done. And then our last one, shadowboxing. We'll do this in 3 rounds like we normally do. 3 rounds of 20 seconds. Reset that. So you figure out how can you get yourself more out of breath? How can you punch to the right target or something? You figure out how we're going to make this better. So shadowboxing, if you're seated, punching to the head or the body, hooks or uppercuts. If you're standing, same thing, but on your feet, moving, shadowboxing. Okay, 20 seconds. Get some experience in 3, 2, 1, go. So punching away, nice and quick, picking your targets, get your feet moving if you can, assess what you're doing, how your body's moving, and that's time. Take a couple of seconds. How are you going to make this second round better? Are you going to use your body more? Are you going to move your feet more? Are you going to target particular targets better instead of somewhere? You decide. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, deliberate practice, not just going through the motions, but assessing, analysing what you're doing and deliberately making it a little bit better every time we give it a go. That's our second 20 seconds. We're going to do one more because we always do. So again, it's our last go, this is. How did we do in the last couple of rounds? What are you going to do better? Better body, better shoulders, better legs, better... You tell me. But we're going to do it now, okay? Your last chance. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Last punching, deliberate moves. Decide exactly how this one is going to be a bit better than the previous rounds. Go, go, go. Nice, quick hands, body movement, hips, and that's our time. Well done. We are done. Have a breather. Well done. So, all of that is just that's how I'm thinking when I'm doing all moves myself, how I'm getting when I'm training other people. That's what I'm always thinking. I'm seeing what they're doing, I'm seeing what I'm doing, and I'm trying to look for one little way to make it a little bit better next time. And every single time we get a tiny bit better. That's how I want you to think. Not just going through the motions, not just mindlessly just doing the move because that's what I said to do. You figure out how can you get that much better each time. And as I say, that's where the frequency comes in. I bang on about the importance of frequency, doing these things as often as you can, finding any opportunity to practice. Because if we practice lots, and if we get that much better every time you practice, all those little things are very, very quickly going to build up on top of each other and help us improve. So frequency, and the second time is always better than the first time. It's really important. And that has been the theme for today. More of a mental session, less of a physical one, more of a mental one, but it is vitally important. I cannot stress this enough. We're only going to get better by helping ourselves. This is a really good way of helping ourselves. Anyway, as always, if you've got any questions or anything, I say this session is a little bit different from normal. If you've got any questions, if you're not sure about anything, ask in the comments below. Tap away down there. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. It's going to be Fitness Friday, so we're back to normal. We're going to get you nicely out of breath, lots of punching, get you nicely out of breath on Fitness Friday tomorrow at 11 o'clock. There's the web page address up the top there. If you're unsure about anything, go up there, it tells you everything. There's a donate button up there if you want to chuck a couple of quid my way. Thanks very much, you're a star, cheers. Down there is the share button. Share this video far and wide, let as many people know it as possible, and we're going to make the entire world better, one person at a time. It's going to be a long job, but it's going to be a good job. And that, I think, is about it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much, boys and girls. Well done. I love you all. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Bye-bye.